with us from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the LSU Tigers and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. To the air, it's Levitt. Bears the pressure. Buried before he could blink.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. So Kentucky's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. C.J. Baxter, he is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack. This offense has it with really good field position.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number 1 job for this defense, man, try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a...
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his man. It's Harris. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. He rifles one deep down the right side. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Wants to go right back downfield. Unleashes one deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They're backed up 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. Going with the counter play here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Motion from the wideout. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a first down, and his defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line. This time he wants to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. Kentucky right back to the line.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got a little grass. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball in the perimeter for a nice positive gain.
Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down. As they come over the football, 1 minute to go here in the 1st. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Rodriguez. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Might be changing the route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds the tight end. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Harris. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And how about this drive? Like, this offense, just the composure, backed up inside your own 10, a little bit nervous to start, and then you come out, put some plays together, put an explosive play on paper right there, and now set up to go from all the way inside your 10 and possibly get a touchdown.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal, you try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical clocks, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Trying to barrel in. Into the house. Touchdown, LA! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Kentucky going quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On third down, here's Baxter. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field. They're trying to make it happen, but the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On third down, here's Baxter. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Off the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. So close to a huge gain there, but he makes the catch out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Well, he was flushed out to the right side, tried to make something happen off schedule, just couldn't keep the receiver inbounds on the catch, so we got an incompletion.
Now facing a third and long. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Unloads to the wideout. Wilson has it over the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Timeout taken by Kentucky. It's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Wants to throw it. The sure hands, it's Green. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Fires to the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. The Tigers will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Patterson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Kentucky right back to the line.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Sweet cut there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds a man on the left. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able...
Snags it, and there's running room. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Pulls it on the option. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes to the right. At the 30. He's at the 10. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is a defensive lineman's dream. Ball on the ground, pick it up, make some moves, take it all the way to the house. Palmer, I did think he was going to run out of oxygen.
Yeah, David, I don't know if that guy's ever run that far in his life. They're going to have to get him some oxygen on the sideline soon because he's got to go back on the field right away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. The offense goes back to work, and the defense is keeping them in it right now. They just really haven't gotten much done when they've had the football. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Rodriguez. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Unloads it downfield. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Kentucky going quickly.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Plucks it out of the air. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Gives it on the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the air, it's Levitt. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Run in the red zone, it's Jones. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, LSU! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. C.J. Baxter one more time. Across the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. Kentucky right back to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Soft spot in the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. On first down, it's Baxter again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Right down the middle. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. Fires into the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Makes the grab. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Here's a little room there. Stop. .47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to...
Running room in the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Kentucky sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Kentucky going quickly. Now the play fake. He's going to take off. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He'll pull it down. Fights off the defender. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Running inside, it's Barnes. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And it just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Push down for the tackle. They'll stop things momentarily for an injury on the play. There is a Kentucky Wildcat down. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Keep it on the ground.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Durham. At the 35, he's open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Here's Durham one more time. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Kentucky, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on 1st down from the 43. They'll move the tight end. Delay to the back. It's Barnes.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They go right back to him. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. It'll be 3rd and long. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that 1st down marker. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Pocket breaking down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the 1st down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give